Gene Autry Museum. It's a museum for cowboys. Cool. Check it out. You see it? It's right there. And it says here, is the West a place or a way of thinking? How is your history connected to the history of the West? What can the West, the past and the present, teach us about our options of the future? Autry National Center. That's the Gene Autry Theater. Okay, we're going to go in the museum. Sit. Good girl. Lay down. Lay down. She's 6. 7 years old, actually. Seven. And he is, Smokey is actually only about 7 months. He's going to get big and he'll be a good service animal. He's going to be a successor dog, hopefully. How tall is he going to get? He's probably going to get taller than Bella because he's got long, like a mountain dog and mixed with a shepherd. So he's actually better for military. He's a good watchdog, yeah. Guys, this is Thomas Moran, the U.S. artist from 1839 to 1926. This is the Mountain of Holy Cross. As a musician, I've learned to start playing on this thing, a piano. Look at this, it's kind of antique. And we've got this glass. It's a Bronco Buster, Frederick Remington, bronze, 1895. Imagination, let's go. Come on in, guys. Here's a cowgirl with a typewriter. Frances Cavanaugh Hecker was one of the 2 women who wrote scripts for Hollywood Western films. Look at this little lady. It's a little tiny girl like Al. You don't talk. I'm gonna sit on this saddle. Yeehaw! All right. See, you got, I'm riding outdoors and there's a blue screen. Movie magic. Just walk down the street. Once I get over here, well, howdy. Yeah, thank you. I'm a movie star. I look like a movie star to him. Since I'm part of the scene, I can turn to the right, I can turn to the left. Whatever the action matches the action. So now, let's see what kind of actor I am.
Western chasing, take 1.
Okay, I'm the Lone Ranger. For this. Okay, I'm done. How's that? Woo! It's over. Hey, that was hard work, wasn't it? Look at you. All right, let's see what kind of actor you are, Alison. You're gonna be better than me because you saw me do a real bad job first time. See, you're shorter. It couldn't even get my head. Funny. All of these exhibits here with the Hawaiian cowboy, actual maps, and here's actual film equipment from that era. We have all these really neat items here. Hey, even Michael Jackson was a cowboy at one time. There's his outfits. Ta-da! It's the Lone Ranger. Hey, check this woman's hair out. It's made out of something weird. Looks nice. It's paper. This is Chuck Norris right here. Chuck Norris's outfit right there. Walker. Look, the fake paper beard. Check out the paper beard. Fake paper beard. And here's the man himself who pushes the earth down when he does a push-up. Chuck Norris. Here's this picture. Is it a wonder I've been asked that maybe I might play this guy if they ever did a biopic about him? With Robert Mitchum and Katharine Hepburn. This is all his clothes. This is great.
John Wayne looks like my grandpa.
Yep. Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood stuff. Clint Eastwood, Pale Rider. That's from a long time ago. Look at how tall this guy is. Clint's a big guy. I'm about 6 foot, and he's like 6'4". Look at that, how tall he is. Okay. There's even a screening room here. So all of y'all, you got to come to the Autry National Museum. You get in this screening room and you can watch all these old things. If you're military or law enforcement, you don't have to pay. So just bring your ID. And if you're a student, you get a student discount. Spirit of the West. There's the Roy Rogers. And trails to you until we meet again. And trails to you, keep smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds we're together? Some trails are happy ones, others are blue. It's the way you ride that trail that counts. Here's a happy one for you. Alright, so we're going to park the horses here. Hey there. I think Smokey wants to ride. Way to get on a horse, like this, put the stirrups up, come on up like that. Ha! To me, there are things that are more valuable than like money and houses and resources, and one of these things is friendship. And if it wasn't for my dear friendship with the late David Carradine, I wouldn't know about this place. He'd always told me to come here, and now whenever I come here, I think about him. Cool. How relaxing in the old railed West. Being a real cowboy, R-E-A-L cowboy versus a R-E-E-L cowboy, it's a lot different, but this is kind of nice that the movie Cowboys did help explain to the rest of the world what real cowboys did during the history of our nation. I feel like I'm out in the West, in nature, in the middle of Los Angeles. All right. Other than the God Spirit or Holy Spirit, one of my spirits is I am a cowboy. Here we go, Spirit of the Cowboy. Let's come on in. These are real cowboys, R-E-A-L cowboys. That work, not movie cowboys. And here you can see some rodeo cowboys. And over here are what they wore back in the 50s. And here's a rodeo clown. And these are various rodeo saddles. And here you go. This is like what I do up here, rope and lasso. We would rope calves. It's a hard labor job, but it can be fun. Now here we have the Family Discovery Gallery. Be prepared to go back in time to 1930s Los Angeles. Come with us. There's an author by the name of Lisa C. S-C-E. She is descended from one of the first Chinese immigrants to Los Angeles who built a huge dynasty in his business. It's an import-export store. There she is.
Hi.
Of course, the rest of her is all Scotch-Irish, so you can't really see the Chinese, but she is a Chinese-American. So, yeah, never know what's what. Let's look around here. This is Lisa's great aunt. Kind of looks like her, but she actually is like half Chinese, I think. And this whole area is supposed to replicate Los Angeles from the 1930s. And I actually read the book. It's called On Gold Mountain. It's Lisa's book about her family. Believe it or not, the store still operates in LA today, and it's the year 2012. And here we have things little kids can do. Of course, it's a big mess. Children can come in here and dress up in Chinese clothing, and then here is a kitchen where she grew up in when she was little. So welcome to a house here. This is a house, 1930s Los Angeles. Come on in. Look at how the stoves look then. And look at this. These are all like a Chinese American household in LA that was successful would have these type of things. these type of boxes, you see? This is marbles shooting games. You see the marbles. There's some marbles in there. And then you've got stuff from the 1930s. This is a tea, I believe. As you can tell, I love to eat. So the kitchen is a happy place for me, but if I stay here too long, this cowboy get kind of heavy. Look at the foods that they had. They had a mixtures like foods. And the artwork here is very fusion, as they would call it today. Mixture. That's Fong Si. That's Fong's wife, which would be Lisa's great-grandma. There you go. And these are that's her grandfather. Blocks. Kids' toy blocks with Chinese stuff on it. So this is all circa 1920s and 30s. Lisa's family. So she did a thing kind of like Alex Haley did with Roots. And that's her great-great-grandpa, Fong Si, and Letitia Pruitt, which is her great-grandma. And then these are their kids, and Lisa's all the way down here. You see? She's right there. You see that? Pretty cool. Okay, this is a kid's play area of a traditional Chinese kitchen from the 30s. This bag of rice looks like it's Texas long grain rice, enriched. Houston, Texas, my hometown, actually Sugar Land. It's a safe where they kept all their jewels and money from the 30s. That's the C family's business here in Los Angeles, circa 1920s and 30s. And they actually were friends with a lot of people in the movie business, like Anna May Wong. So Anna May Wong was one of the, they call her one of the first ladies of the golden age of Hollywood, I believe, along with like Mae West and all these other leading ladies in the movie business from that period of time. So it's the Eddie C. and the Dragon's Den. I can't read what she said. Charming host and perfect food. What more can one expect? Best wishes, Anna May Wong. And she actually wrote her name in Chinese underneath there too. She's the first Chinese-American actress to become a lead in the movie business in Hollywood. Yeah, so in the 30s, nobody really dried their clothes in dryers. That's why their clothes looked better and they didn't get ruined so fast. So this is how they would hang up their family's clothes back then. And it's not because they were poor. There's Overseas Banking Corporation for this company's licensure. It's pretty amazing if you read the book. It's part of California history and Los Angeles history here. It's the wow, hey Alison, look at this. Los Angeles Times Cookbook number 4, and then you've got Madam Chang's Chinese Cookbook. These are all dated what, 1930 something? Look at this radio, circa 19. This is a television, I guess, for back then. Because other than this, there was no computer, there was no television set. So home entertainment was all shows on the radio, which required real actors who can actually speak and go, and, oh, for the muse of fire. It was all in the voice. You had to act with your voice. And Orson Welles and a lot of the old-time actors used to do that. So here we have an International Harvester truck. Model MW from 1912. So what this is, it's the mechanization of the ranch. As cowboys, we don't wear hats and ride horses. We usually have baseball caps when we're piloting helicopters and stuff, and when everything's electronic. So this is 1912 when it was starting to mechanize. And as you can see, with the advent of other things, this is a 2-cylinder opposed, water-cooled engine, 2-speed transmission, chain drive. It was donated by Mr. and Mrs. Gene Autry. So we're leaving the Autry Museum now. We left 1930s, and we're going to be exiting, and this is where the real cowboys are, E-A-L. Here is the Coast Grain Company's Caveat Calf Starter. CB radio, which is really needed, so you have a citizens band so you can talk to each other without interference. Like nowadays, you get a cell phone, somebody could be on your line. Well, with a CB back then, you could pretty much just get the people who you want to talk to, identify them. And you've got propane. Propane and propane accessories. It's a propane branding iron heater. Longhorn steer.